Hey gang, I'm back. Anthony Fontana. We're live after 5. I had to reset the router in the living room. It is a little before 7 o'clock, or it is actually 7:02. Anyway, live after 5. I'm excited. It's been a wet, rainy, crazy day. Working from home most of the day today, making phone calls, talking to clients, and it's been nonstop since early this morning, and I love days like this because the days go just like that, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Hey Louie, how are you, brother? So this particular talk tonight's going to be fun. I don't normally do this, but I really wanted to do a live broadcast with my friend Ashley, who's a mindfulness coach, and this young lady's going places. She's got a mindfulness coaching program that I think is awesome. I want you to go check her out, and you can click on her face on this post here and maybe head over there later and check out the stuff that she's doing. I think she's terrific. I've been reading her stuff now for quite some time, and I've watched her grow. She's not afraid to fail, and she's not afraid to to basically have issues and go backwards. She's on top of her game, and I really think she's going places. In 2 or 3 years, you will not be able to book with this young lady. She's going to be huge. So what I did was when the post she put up today, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I reached out to said, can I share this? She and I want to do a live together. We probably will try to set that up in the next week or so, schedules permitting, and I'll bring her on so she can talk and I can sit back and listen to her and have her put her point of view out there. Mindfulness is so important, and mindset is critical. I talk about that a lot. So I wanted to just go through her post. I basically took a printout of it, and I'm going to go through it real quick. I'll do my very best to try to explain to you what she was saying to me, because I was looking at it from my point of view and I got a lot out of it. Hey Richard, how are you? So confidence, self-confidence is incredibly important, and basically what she's saying is there's a whole other side to you that keeps you confined to within a shell that we call self-confidence. Some people can't break out of this shell because they're afraid to, and there's a lot of reasons why they do that. It's not allowing you to become your true self. There's a voice inside you that's always repeating negative, trying to hold you back. We've talked about this many times. Things like, you're too scared, you're no good at this, what are you doing, why are you attempting this particular project, you're not capable of completing that, you're a loser, you aren't whatever, ... Put some words to that. You won't ever be able to do something. Those are the voices that speak to us when we're actively trying to break past some barrier or some wall that's in front of us. It's the way the mind works, because anytime you set yourself up to moving out of a comfort zone, your brain will automatically try to protect you and say, no, don't do that. Stay over here in this little corner and just be, just stay and don't get hurt. We don't want you to get hurt. We don't want people to say no to you. We don't want your feelings to be hurt. We don't want you to fail. This is the brain giving you all this crap that it's been telling you now since your childhood. All the no's that you got are all feeding into this programming that's inside you. It's an invisible thing. So she goes on to say that how you feel about yourself and your own abilities to do something trickles into other terms such as self-respect, self-esteem, and self-love. Have you heard us talking about that? Absolutely. Self-respect is critical. If you don't value yourself, how is anybody else going to value you? If you don't have any self-esteem, you're not going to take care of yourself. You're not going to treat yourself with quality, and you're going to suffer. And if you don't have self-love, how is anyone going to love you? If you don't love yourself first, you cannot project love to anybody else. So these 3 phrases are critical with developing self-confidence. You have to have all 3 of these in play in order to have that self-confidence. Hey, Walter, what's going on, Walter? Good to see you, buddy. So they all relate to one another. If one is out of balance, Ashley goes on to say, they're all out of balance. Something's not going to click. It's an equation. They all equal each other. One off number, you're not going to get the right answer. So I love that. I love that. So the question becomes, how does this happen? How does it happen? We've talked about this so many times. Self-sabotage, past programming, people dumping negativity into your brain, people chiming at you, telling you how they want you to live your life. And unfortunately, many people literally suck it up and live their lives according to how other people want them to live it. They stay inside in a conforming box and don't move out of it. How you doing, Walter? It's a shame. It's a shame. I don't think that's a good way to live your life. Neither does Ashley. So, next question becomes, how do you elevate your self-confidence back up? And these are the few tips that she gives. There's 5 things that she says. For starters, I want you to ask yourself, is this true? When you begin to have negative feelings about yourself, or if someone says something about you, ask yourself, is this true? Now, in many cases, it's not going to be true if it's a negative thing. Excuse me one second. It's actually cold in here. I need a warm coffee. So, anytime someone says something to you, you need to decide whether or not you're going to accept or reject that. Obviously, if someone says to you, you're a fool, you're a dope, you're a loser, well, you get to choose whether or not that's true or not. Well, let me tell you right now, you know the answer to that question. Is it true? It's not true, because you're none of those things. You're as perfect can be. If you're a human being, you're a human being. So you need to understand that everything that you are is perfect. Can you improve on perfection? No. You're as perfect as you need to be. You just need to tweak things a little bit so you're more effective in living your life. So I like that one. Number 2, admire one good thing about yourself every day that makes you you. In other words, take a few minutes in the morning or at night and look back on your day and say, what went well today? What did I do well today? And find something that you did well. I don't care if it was you baked cookies. It doesn't matter what it is. Find something that you can lock onto that says to you, this is me, this is why I'm great, I'm talented, I'm fantastic, and I'm moving on out the door. That's number 2. Number 3, start to tune into the voice within. That's the voice that tells you when something doesn't feel right, or tries to tell you to walk away from people or things that are unhealthy. Well, this is extremely important. I call it instinct, right? MJ has a way about her that she knows her own body like nobody's business. And her cardiologist actually said, trust your body, and she does. I may think completely opposite. It's just my way of my thinking, but she thinks a certain way. And when something is not feeling right, she goes with it. She goes with it, and she's always right. That's the amazing thing. She goes with her gut instinct on different things that are happening around her. So I think that's incredibly important to have that instinctive feeling like this doesn't sound right, this doesn't feel right, I think I'm going to have to make an adjustment here. Sometimes you have to change the circle that you're associating with. If there's too much negativity around you, well, why are you allowing all that around you, right? Hey, Tommy, what's going on? No, he definitely has not, Tommy. There's no question about that. You need to look at your situation. You have an amazing life. You're in Florida. You got 2 beautiful girls to take care of, and you and I need to talk tomorrow. I want you to text me your phone number, and let's have a conversation. Hi, Irene. How are you? So I think that's critical. I think it's critical to understand that you're okay. You need to understand that you're okay. You're not in danger of losing everything. No one can tell you who you are. You tell you who you are, and you let them know who you are. It works that way. It doesn't work from out to in. It works from in to out. Number 4, walk away from people, things, and situations that are unhealthy. Look, we talked about this almost every night the past 259 days. Walk away from negative crap. You don't need to be someone's dumping ground. You don't need to tolerate it. You don't need to take all the negativity around you. If the circle that you're hanging around is negative, then just, walk away from that mess. It's okay to say no to people that are disturbing you and not doing the right thing. Now, they may not be doing things at you or to you, just the way they live their lives. Because, the person you become 5 years from now will be directly related to the books you read and the people you associate with. If you're associating with a bunch of losers, 5 years from now, you're going to still be hanging out with a bunch of losers. You may be the most positive one in the group, but guess what? You don't want to be in that barrel. You want to be in a different barrel, a different bucket. You want to get out of that crappy bucket and get into a really good bucket, okay? Get out from the crabs and be somewhere else. I love that idea. Number 5, and the last one, is reflect and remember on the things that made you happy as a child or a young teen, and go do those things. We all have things that we used to love to do. Remember when you were a kid and you would be very carefree and having a good time and enjoying your life? We used to experiment with the crazy stuff. I mean, I used to eat dirt. I used to create weather vanes and go into the schoolyard by myself and create drip meters for rain. And I loved all that stuff. I take my telescope out in 15-degree weather and I would look at the stars, by myself. I didn't have a lot of friends hanging out with me doing that. I did it myself. I enjoyed doing those things. Maybe you have those talents now that you like to do certain things. Go do them. I paint landscapes. If I get to a certain mood, I can start a landscaping painting and have some fun doing that. Hey Raymond, how are you? What's going on? Or Lynn, how are you? And Fanny's in the house. So go do the things that make you happy. When you're feeling in a funk, go do something that will bring you out of that funk in an instant. You can reach into your mind and go back in time and think of something that made you smile, and then think that thought. And if it was an activity, then go do that same activity. I don't care if you're 40 or 50 or 30 or 60 or 70, you can reach back in your mind and find something that you enjoyed and go do it. And guess what? Mood swing, whoop, goes right back the other way. So there's 5 tips from my friend Ashley. I want you to go check her out. I think I tagged her in this post. I don't think she's online right now. Or she may be, I'm not even sure. But I want you to go check her out. She's got some program that's registering, expiring on May 14. If you're on Long Island and you want to check her out and maybe hit her up, please do so. I think she's worth it. She and I will be doing a live soon. And MJ and I are hoping we can do some business with her down the road. So that's it for tonight. I hope everybody's having fun. I'm going to finish my coffee, put on a sweatshirt because I'm freezing right now. Grab the lady MJ, and I'm going to maybe watch season 1, episode 6 of Game of Thrones. Do not give away the season to me. I know all of you guys have already watched it. We just started watching just a few days ago, and we're getting into it. It's definitely a lot of fun. It's what we do every night, and we'll grab some snacks, and we'll grab some of these braided twists, and have some wine and have some fun. So that's the day. Love you guys. We'll catch you tomorrow night. Enjoy. Hope you like this one tonight. Share it if you care. I do appreciate that. Have a good night, guys.